So with limiting reactants, what you need to remember is the only thing that really matters is the thing that's going to run out. So you can see we have 2 frames here, but the maximum number of bikes we can make is only 2 because we don't have any more frames left, and though we have lots of wheels. So if that was a ratio, it would be 2 wheels plus 1 frame equals 1 bike. And so up here we have 2 bikes, but we only have 2 frames, and we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 wheels. So if we are trying to work out what's going to happen here, the excess wheels is not important, and we have to use the limiting reactant, the frames, to work out what that is. So if it's 1:1 and we've got 2 of those, we'll be able to make 2 of those. Okay, so that's the main concept. You only worry about the thing that's going to run out. And so it's basically just a small extension of step 1. So working out which one you're going to use for your stoichiometric reactions here in step 1. So basically you just find the number of moles of both reactants and use the stoichiometric ratio to compare the two. So just going to an example here, 2.5 grams of ethane, which is this, and 3 grams of oxygen. So you need to work out which one runs out first. And then you can start doing some stoichiometry, other calculations to work out how much you're going to get over here, which we're not going to do. All right, so I've updated this one so that you can see why the middle bit is a little bit more important. So I didn't make them just a 1:1 easy ratio. So work out the number of moles of both of these first. So we've got oxygen and ethane. We've got the masses from the equation above, the question above, and we've got the mole masses here. And so we have these 2 moles. We have 0.094 moles of oxygen, 0.083 moles of ethane. So how are we going to know which one is going to run out? You can start with either of these. So just for argument's sake, we'll just grab the first one. So if we have oxygen, then we first of all, we write down the ratios. So 2 moles of ethane from the equation goes to 7 moles of oxygen. However, we have 0.094 moles of oxygen. So how many moles of ethane does that equate to? So do your cross multiply. So 7x equals 2 times 0.094. And go double check the ratio conversion PowerPoint if that's not familiar with you. And so x, rearrange that, so x equals 0.027 moles of ethane. So make sure you write down these particular sentences. So tell me that you're starting with this one here, and then tell me your logic over here. Okay, so however, we have 0.083, 3 moles of ethane. I'll fix that up in a second. Therefore, it is in excess because we only need 0.027. Okay, and therefore oxygen must be the one that runs out first because we've got too much ethane. So oxygen's the limiting reagent. So make sure you write that sentence to be clear. This is one good example where teaching stoichiometry, I want you to follow this way of doing things because it's clear and logical, and it shows each step, and it'll help you work out harder calculations and left field complex unfamiliar things. If you use the table and you're just simply filling in number of moles, molar mass, that's fine if that's helping you, but make sure you follow that up by using this exact labeled formula, substitute units, following it in a logical sequence. After all, a table is only a table. Like in your science report, you must have a calculation section to show how you got those numbers and also the logic that you followed. So where did you start and where did you go next, and third and fourth and fifth. So the table, I strongly recommend you don't use. If you do need it to understand how chemistry works initially, that's great. And then move on to the setting out that I show you in the videos. All right, thank you.